Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the RealTalk podcast, episode 16, I want to say.
I think we're about 16.
Episode 16, I believe. It's been an eventful week. It's been a lot of stuff happening during the week. We uploaded last week and then there's been a lot of stuff happening. Mainly, I want to talk about the fights that have happened.
Yeah.
I'll be so honest, I haven't seen anything off the Misfits card, like the KSI company card. However, the KingPyn one actually popped off over social media, which was kind of nuts.
Well, yeah, there were some big names. Blueface, Ed Matthews.
I like Blueface.
You got Jarvis against Tom Zanetti.
Yeah.
Who else did they had? Who else was there?
Anderson Gibb.
Anderson Gibb.
Vios in room 2. And Gibb won again for the second time. I think after you win, if you have one boxing match and then you do a rematch, right? If you lose both of those, it's game over.
Yeah.
You'll get that. It's proper game over. Let's be real. Like, you can't come back from that.
Well, like you say that, and then like Comedy Shorts game where he's lost like 7 fights, something like that. He's always coming back.
That's true. But then I wouldn't even say he came back. Like, he fought Fujitsu, which, yeah, he was in good shape, but
He wasn't a good fighter.
he was an awful fighter. Awful. And then he goes on to fight Floyd. How's that happen? He won one boxing match against someone that couldn't fight, and then he fights Floyd.
Yeah, Floyd was playing around with him as well.
He was toying with him. But yeah, the one fight I did love watching was Jarvis's fight. That was good. He got some insane punches, mostly body shots, really.
Yeah, liver shots. Yeah.
The liver shots were nuts. There was one punch where he sort of like Tom like threw a right hand or a left, like overhang or whatever, or over. I don't know the boxing terms. Overhook or overhang.
Yeah, overhand.
And Jarvis sort of went under and in and hit like got his liver, and that's what done him in. Like one big hit and you're gone.
You know, I haven't really fought professionally or amateur at all. But from what I've seen, liver shots. You know, I reckon if you ask a professional fighter, would you rather take a face shot or a liver shot? They'll say face shot because liver shots.
Yeah.
It's just you can't come back from that. You know, it takes very strong men to come back from liver shots. And Tom Zanetti, he's not, like he said in the interview at the end, he was there not to win. He was just there to have a good time. And once you get hit like that, you're not gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
So it's understandable. They threw the white towel in, right?
I think so.
Yeah, or he just
just
left. He wasn't with it anymore. But yeah, I mean, even if he did go through to the end, Jarvis would have won that fight quite easily and unanimously, I'd say.
Oh, 100%. If he went to split decision, Jarvis was winning it. He got the majority amount of good punches in. Like I said, the little body shots and jabs count.
Yeah,
they're underrated.
He was overall the better boxer, and you could tell from the training that he's done and how prepared he was that this is not. He didn't come in with the same mindset as Tom Zanetti. Tom Zanetti, like I said to you, came in with the mindset of just having fun, whilst Jarvis probably came in with the mindset of I'm beating him and then I'm going straight to the next one and I want to make a bit of a career out of it.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good fight. It was a really good scrap, and I'm looking forward. Actually, out of the people that are fighting on it, so you've got trying to think who won. You got Jarvis. You've got
Blueface.
Jarvis, Blueface, Anderson Gibb. There's some Mexican guy that won. He's like, Brazilian. He's like the biggest Brazilian followed person. He's
really?
He's like the Mr. Beast of Brazil.
Did I know him?
Yeah. He won it. I'm gonna give. I genuinely think Jarvis could win it. I know how much this man's been training. I haven't seen anyone else's training. I think he's gonna go crazy with it. I think he can win it and then go on to do a madness.
I think what would be great is if Jarvis and Anderson Gibb fought before they went to the final, or it's a final, right? Yeah. If they fought before they went to the final, because yes, Anderson Gibb's got experience and all that stuff, but you can tell how well trained Jarvis is, and they're about the same height, they're about the same, weight. So maybe Anderson Gibb's a bit heavier, but that would be nice. A nice matchup I would like to see from Jarvis. The only thing I'm a bit doubtful of is coming against Blueface. Now he does have maybe like 5 or 6 inches on
Could you
Jarvis.
imagine, yeah? Could you imagine the scenes, yeah? Because the last like fights, like whoever's gonna win it is gonna be in the O2 Arena,
Yeah.
like 25k people, yeah, 25 to 30k people. Could you imagine Blueface wins the whole boxing event?
I wouldn't put it past him. He's American. He's definitely been in a few fights. You know, especially when you don't have the gun on you, you're gonna have to whip out the right hooks and left hooks. So, and he does have the reach, the height, and even
That's
against
true.
Ed Matthews. I mean, you know, Ed Matthews wasn't really much of a joke. You know, he can throw some punches, right? He can do some damage, and he took him out. It was slightly even, but he did take him out. And now he's got a bit of experience under his belt, so I'm not ruling out Blueface. But yeah, so question to you, Jarvis, if you're watching this, is if you are gonna go against Blueface, what advantage do you have over him, except from obviously your, you know, the amount of effort you put into your training? But he is longer, taller. You know, he's already knocked out.
It could be
Ed.
a tougher. It could be if they get drawn out together. It could be a tougher fight than he thinks.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
definitely.
Like I don't like looking at Ed Matthews. He's fought before. He's trained before. I have not seen anything from Blueface. Like
And yeah, he's
nothing
won.
from Blueface. Where has he got the trainer from? How the hell did he win the fight?
And yeah, he won, right?
Yeah, he won.
It's just one of those things, right, where we're gonna see if they do fight against each other. We're gonna see what really works best. Is it your physical attributes? Because obviously, you know, Blueface may not have the stamina and all of that like Jarvis has, but like I said, the reach and the height, you know, he does have some power in there. It can hurt people. So yeah, I'm excited to see how that plays out.
I'm excited to see it. And I know you've got a man to call out for a boxing match.
Do
a
I?
certain influencer, TikToker.
Influencer. Well, so
who's big? Bevo.
Bevo.
What are you saying, big man? Bevo. We want you. He wants you.
Well, I've
Call him out. Go on, I want to hear a professional call out.
I will call out Bevo because I reckon I can actually take him on a fight. I think we're quite similar in height. How tall is he?
I don't know. I mean, if
He doesn't look too short.
Yeah, he's not. He's I don't know, man. I'm 6 foot. I think he was like when I was talking to him at the event. He was like, he might have been like a little bit shorter than me, maybe like 5'10", 5'11".
Okay, well, yeah, I'm about 6'1", 6'2" with shoes on, so you know, and I wouldn't say I got the most experience, but I know how to fight. I'd say I like a bit more of MMA, UFC than boxing, but if it was gonna come down to boxing, I do not shy away from that. So I reckon Bevo will be like literally.
Bevo. If you're seeing this, I'll be the middleman. I'll set up the venue. I'll set up the cameras. I'll set up the equipment. We'll get it professionally filmed. Social media platforms is gonna go crazy. Fight this man. Fight him. I want to see the scrap, and I want to see it go crazy.
Bevo has. It looks like he does some boxing, from his TikToks, but I don't know.
You would smoke him.
I generally believe, if I got in a ring, right? A ring ain't that big. If I got in the ring with Bevo, I mean, within 2 rounds,
slap him up.
The only thing that's really holding me back is stamina, and I've sit'd seen his belly, so it can't be better than mine.
You're gonna take that? He's not gonna take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that fight. That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny, and it'd be an event to enjoy for everyone. So, Bevo, if you're watching, let's make it happen, man. Hit me in the DMs. I know we've been talking a little bit. You want to hop on the pod? We can set up a face-off, little press conference. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, that does nothing of that matters because when I get in the ring, if I do get in the ring with him,
facts,
he will lose. I mean, it's a bit.
That's it.
It's pointless from inside, to be fair.
Yeah, true. But if that happens, that'd be so funny. I'll rate that so much. Bevo getting in the ring with the madman.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm not mad. I'm saying I'm quite composed.
Simone, the Italian stallion, Todaro. Could you imagine?
Mate.
Michael Buffer.
Buffer?
What a fucking legend.
Yeah, Bevo no chance.
Yeah. I'm liking the way the boxing's going at the moment. The influencer stuff. I did think there was a little troll where it was like, Tyson Fury versus someone on the undercard of KSI's fight. I was thinking, how the hell is Tyson Fury on an undercard of an influencer event? No way. Any event Tyson's doing his main event. So it was complete. It has to be bullshit.
The only thing that can even slightly make that possibility if the event was gonna give him like £200 million to Tyson Fury, and it's not gonna
Yeah.
give him that, so there's no point of him ruining his reputation. So yeah, just stick to professional boxing.
Facts. I don't know. Yeah, the influencer scene I think is getting a little bit out of hand. Like they did the whole tag team thing on Misfits. I wasn't a fan of that. That was weird. They're trying to change the game of boxing and make their own way, but I think some things are better left untouched, and I think boxing is one of them.
Exactly.
I enjoy like the big fights, like KSI Logan Paul was sick. Like the one-off events are cool, and the stuff Misfits is doing is kind of cool. It's a regular basis. It keeps people entertained. It's bringing new people up. Like Tempo Arts. I don't know if you've heard of Tempo Arts. He was
Fat
sick.
geezer.
Yeah. The big geezer. Although he has lost a lot of weight.
I'll still take him one. I'm joking. I'm not getting
You can't call out Tempo Arts, man. He's too kind.
I'm not getting in a ring with.
But yeah, Tempo, you're sick, man, and keep doing your thing. I'm looking forward to seeing your other fights. I think he signed a multi-fight deal with Misfits, so I'm looking forward to that. That's pretty
From
sick.
what I can see, he can fight, and he's learning as he goes. So that's who you can hope for.
But you'll take him on, yeah?
I wouldn't take him on. The weight class would be too different.
Yeah,
too much different.
That's facts. Do you know who is in the limelight right now? Is possibly setting up a scrap for himself.
Who?
Is General G versus HS Tiki Toki.
Yeah.
Have you seen much about them?
No. Well, I've seen about them. I don't know about this fight.
Oh, no. I'm just a little segue to a different topic. Because obviously they're in beef now.
Well, I mean,
I can't talk about and think about fucking General G.
It's all a publicity stunt. You know, I mean,
100%.
where's he come from? How has he got, all of this?
The thing is, a lot of people are saying, so General G, he has autism. And people are thinking like HS is taking the mick out of him and making a big social thing over like TikTok and social media for people to laugh at, which is in turn gaining HS more like followers for his like trading and making more money.
Mm-hmm.
So people are saying he's using General to get views to then in turn make more money, and General's not earning a penny off of it. The same thing with that Alexis bird that flew over. Some OnlyFans girl they flew over for General or whatever. She's literally only there to get more subscriptions on her OnlyFans, and they're just using General. So, although everything was quite funny, it's still kind of nuts. I liked it while it lasted. It was hilarious, man. My whole For You page was General G, dropping Riz, all of this stuff. And it had me creasing so much. I actually, in a way, quite love HS. I think he's hilarious. Like, some of these live things he did, he was trolling people. Did you see the trolls he did about the court case? Where he would like... So he'll be talking, right? And he would get he would get his like followers to go on this other person's live. He would go live with someone on TikTok. So he would get his followers to go in their live and start commenting, ask HS about the court case. The court case was fake. So General's like, the woman goes, oh, why is everyone in my comments like talking about a court case? And he goes, what? What are you saying? I can't hear you. Then she goes, about a court case? And he's smiling. And then he goes like, really like angry face, right? And he goes, you can't fucking say this on the live. I'm taking a picture of you right now. I'm sending your name to the police. All of this. And they get shook. And he just, like, he was joking. That stuff is banter, yeah. I find that stuff hilarious. Like, but the whole General G thing's a bit of a sticky one. I don't really know what's going on with that, but it was fun while it lasted.
I need a piss.
You need a piss? Damn.
I'll be back.
I want to take this moment while Simone has gone for a wee to say thank you all for supporting the podcast. We're still loving doing it, and we're not going to stop. We've got some guests lined up for you, which is fun. Yeah, skip back to when Simone's back. Where was I? I can't fucking remember now. General G.
Yeah.
It was General G. Yeah, I don't know. It's a sticky one, really. But it was hilarious while it lasted.
Yeah.
I'll be so honest.
It's just one of those side things on TikToks. You know, you just see it doesn't really affect me. Doesn't really affect people. But yeah.
So funny though. I remember when he because do you know how like General G? He only like they only knew him because he ran a TikTok account that he made clips out of HS and Ed Matthews, and he used to post them. And he got just like famous off of that, and then obviously HS decided to fly him out. There was something between him and Ed Matthews, I can't remember, but yeah, it's hilarious, man. Things like that on TikTok are hilarious, but then I get a lot of stuff on my For You page where I'm just like, what don't care about that.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here? Like, why is that suggested to me? I don't care. Like, and I feel like I just end up wasting my time, just going through.
Well,
going through.
that's what TikTok. You know, when you keep scrolling, it makes you
Yeah.
just keep on scrolling. I do want to talk about something
Go ahead.
slightly more serious.
I'm all for it.
I want to ask you.
Not
What do
too
you-
serious.
Not too serious.
No, go ahead. What is it? Hit me.
I don't have a question.
What do you mean?
Well, I thought whilst I was saying it, I would ask a question. I do have a question actually. I was,
Go ahead.
All right, so
Third time's lucky. Third time's a charm.
third time is always the charm. But why was that? Why is that saying though?
I don't know. I think people just failed too many times and they thought, you know what, third time's a charm.
But why is the third time? Why not second time? Why do people
Because
think third time is the one?
if you think 3, yeah, 3 is there's 3 sides on a triangle.
Yeah.
And 3 is an odd number as well. And if you double 3, it makes it positive, even number, which is usually associated with positivity. So if you take that positivity and then minus it by like the distance to the sun in miles from the positivity of the 3-sided triangle, you get third time's the charm.
There you
I'm
go.
a smart man.
Could have not said it better
Call
myself.
me Mr. Albatross Einstein.
Back on the real question though, I have recently made a big purchase myself, right? And that is the new Nintendo Switch OLED, right? And the reason why I made that purchase, right? And the reason why I made that purchase was because I just can't be asked to play Xbox or PlayStation. And the reason why I
Lazy
cannot
man.
be asked is, you know, I'm sure everyone that's watching this always lays down on their bed, you know, scrolls through TikTok, all of that stuff, right? Do you guys actually have the energy to be like, let me stand up from my bed, let me sit down on my chair, turn on my Xbox,
Yeah.
put my headset on, click on the game, invite people? Too much. I'm just going to grab my Nintendo from the side of the bed, turn around, and start playing with it. It's that easy.
Stop playing with it in bed. Hold
I
up.
think we can do that.
I know what you mean though. Like, it's just an easy, accessible
Yeah.
thing to pick up and just
So
play.
I believe they're the future. Nintendo, the Switch is
Nintendo
smaller
have always
stuff.
been the future, man. They've been around they made the first games. When they made Mario, that's a big franchise. Like, they're making how much dough off of that little Italian guy? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. So like, my real question is, right?
Yeah.
Why are people not getting more? That's not the way you word it. Why aren't people getting more Nintendo Switches? Because I
mean, Xbox and PlayStation have got. The thing is, I would say the same. Nintendo are probably bigger than PlayStation and Xbox. I don't know. I feel like I think it had its time. I think when they first came out, everyone was like, "Oh, let me get one," right? But Xbox and PlayStation they've mastered the longevity. Like Nintendo, they're bringing out a new device every 5 years. I mean, so is Xbox, but I mean like a totally, completely different device. Like,
okay.
you think of a fucking DS that you used to have.
But don't you think a device that you buy to play games usually lasts between 3 to 5 years as well? So if you do buy it as soon as it comes out, by the time there's a new one coming out, that's around the time you kind of should upgrade. Like, I know you got the Xbox Series X, right?
Yeah.
So how long did you have Xbox One for? Maybe like 5 years?
Since it came out, which no, longer than that. When did it come out?
2013.
What, Xbox One?
Yeah.
So I had an Xbox One until that came out, and that came out in. Did I have that through lockdown?
Series X. I think it came just after lockdown, 2021.
2021. So yeah, if it came out so I had it 8 years as the Xbox One. 8 years.
Yeah, but don't you think nowadays, like, there's just consoles coming out over and over again? Series X,
Yeah.
Series S, all of that stuff, right? I would rather spend £300, £350 on a portable game that's got great graphics. You can play online. There's loads of games you can play on, rather than a stationary device. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like I made
okay.
that upgrade
That's true.
for my life.
I was personally thinking of getting one myself.
Mm-hmm.
Soon come. But mainly because like when I'm on long car journeys or like, I'm going on holiday in 2 weeks' time, right? So I want something to play on the plane. Like I've got nothing to do. It's a short enough flight for it to be like for me not to watch a film,
Yeah.
but then it's also long enough for me to start getting bored. And you can't do anything on your phone because you ain't got any service or Wi-Fi or anything. So, like having one of them, I could play a bit of Pokemon, I could play a bit of Mario Kart, I can play Fortnite if I wanted to, or like Minecraft.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Rocket
saying?
League.
Like,
You can play a lot of stuff. So that's what I think. My hot take is Nintendo. Well, because Nintendo currently the company that has these small portable gaming device. I think that small portable gaming device are the future of gaming. I think in 5, 6, 7 years time, you will see more people with devices that are handheld and you can play games like a Nintendo Switch
yeah,
rather than Xboxes. The only compromise I have is when GTA 6 comes out, I will buy whatever console it plays on just
Of
so I can
course.
just so I can play.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Okay.
Is it ever gonna come out?
Well, I do have some dates from inside people, right? I do have some dates.
What inside people do you know that work on GTA? I've
Now,
never
yeah.
known this.
Now, yeah, this is the reaction I predicted you would have, right? But I've said this to one friend only, right? Because he kind of just begged for it for like months. But I know for a fact, right? I might get killed for this. I might get killed for this, yeah, because this is
killed for the pod.
this is actually true. So you guys out there, if you can somehow do
this.
if you can somehow do your research and prove it, because I know it's true. I don't know the date. I don't know when it will come out.
Okay.
But what I do know is that the trailer for GTA 6 will come out in October of this year. And that is a fact.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, so you guys are going to come back to this video. You can clip this, post it again in October.
Haters will say you're capping.
But listen, we can't prove it until October 2023 comes out. It's its time. And then you can
come back to this clip in October, and you'll see that this isn't cap.
Clip this. So I'm telling you, right? And it's a fact. I mean, you guys can believe me or not believe me. I know it's a fact. I've had this information for about 6 months now.
That's nuts. That's crazy.
Yeah.
October this year.
October.
I mean, they did announce that they were working on the game, so that kind of makes sense.
October this year would be the trailer, and I don't know exact date, but it would be like a couple months later that it will come out. Maybe like in the new year, March, 2024. But yeah, for a fact, October 2023, GTA 6 trailer reveal. I don't know the exact date, but it's in October.
In October.
Yes.
Watch out for that. I've got 2 topics I want to talk about before we finish this episode, and they're quite big ones, so it's going to take a little bit of time. The first one, I want to talk about designer clothes. Now, I'm sitting here in just a Nike top. You're sitting here in the North Face and Nike stuff. I've got like some ASOS things on my legs, but I'm a shoe guy. I like shoes. I got shoes, but I just don't understand people who buy a flipping £500 jumper. It's just so, they're just materialistic things. They're literally like, you're not gonna make money back out of them. You just dropped £500 on a jumper. I can literally get that for £20 of ASOS, and it looks identical.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about people that spend this type of money on just a bunch of like, you might see people in Selfridges and they're just dropping thousands. Look, if you're wealthy and you got the money, go for it. But I just don't understand people that want to act like they're, they don't have a lot of money or whatever. They have a part-time job or whatever, and they go and buy like expensive stuff to seem like they fit in with people that they like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. To that question, I have a quote that you probably already know this, right?
Okay.
And it's poor people buy clothes to look rich. Rich people buy clothes to look poor. I think that's a quote that's quite relatable.
Wait, say that again.
Poor people buy clothes.
Poor people buy clothes to look
rich.
And rich
people buy clothes to look poor.
That's
right?
facts. That's facts.
Because if you take so the rich people, you don't want to come out with designer stuff. You don't want to walk the street with the most expensive stuff, because if someone looks at you and they think they can rob you and they're that type of guy, right?
Yeah.
you have more to lose because you have money. You have a debit card, you have a credit card that holds way more value than a poor person's credit card. You have
Facts.
maybe if you're with your girl, the purse may cost already £3,000. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's in there? And but if you are poor and you're trying to look rich, by buying these designer clothes, right? Yeah, you're just trying to fit in when you just won't fit in. And the reason why you won't fit in, right,
Yeah.
is because what rich people do have, except from the clothes that you just bought if you're poor, right, is knowledge and experience.
Yeah.
If you're poor, you try and talk to a rich person about anything, right?
Yeah.
They will have more knowledge
Yeah. I
in
get
that
you.
topic. So you can clearly stand out as the poor person, even though you're wearing rich clothes. So I just think even, for a mathematical,
Yeah.
financial way, it's not a great thing to do. So like you said, I would rather spend a quarter of that money, a fifth of that money on the same item, just without the branding.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Nowadays I just go Primark and buy like 5 white t-shirts and then
Mhm.
5 black t-shirts and 5 blue t-shirts, like and the same in jumpers. And I'll oddly buy like the odd Nike thing that I'm wearing now, like because it's just I like it, but I don't understand people that just go and spend fortunes on these clothes when I don't know what it is. I care if I look good, yeah. In terms of, I'm not gonna go out in like, I don't know. I'm not gonna go out in a hood rich tracksuit.
Rich. Shout out to Ted.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just personally not for me. Like I do like match my clothes look like with the colours and match, right? But I don't go and spend hundreds of pounds on clothes. I'll go in Primark and buy like 15 items for like £30. And I just rock with those, like
Yeah.
grey. Like I just use my usual fits is like grey, like jumper, my black cargos I wear all the time, and mostly my no two ways, my Calic shoes, because they're really comfy. But I don't care enough to be like I have to have an off-white jumper, I have to have this Louis Vuitton belt or some crap like that, As a ghost.
Yeah. So my opinion on that matter, right, is if you're a young guy, or I don't know how girls do it, so I'm just gonna talk for guys, right?
Yeah,
You're a young guy, right, and you don't have a lot of money. Your parents ain't rich, right?
yeah,
But you do still wanna wear stuff that make you look respectable, make you look nice. It matches.
yeah,
My advice to you is get a budget, right?
yeah.
Get a budget and go to cheap clothes, like cheap clothing stores like Primark or ASOS is already a bit more expensive, just purely on delivery, right?
Only a little bit, but they do have like brands on there.
Well,
now.
purely on delivery, right?
Yeah,
That
on
extra
delivery.
£5 you can spend it on some socks
Yeah.
that can match. So yeah, the socks that can match. So that's what I was gonna say. Go to like a Primark. Yeah, you have a budget of £100 instead of buying a shirt and a hoodie, right? Which like a Nike
Yeah.
shirt and a Nike hoodie that runs you about £100, right?
Yeah.
My opinion would be you go to Primark with £100, you can buy at least 5 items of clothing, right?
Yeah.
And there are fitting rooms. Go in, spend I don't know, like 3 hours in the shop, mix, match, see what fits, what doesn't, what looks good to you. Because if you're trying to get clothes that makes other people that you want to see,
Just show
what's
off.
the word?
Like
Yeah,
you want
to
to show off.
to
like,
show off to other people, right? Then that's first, you don't have the money to show off. Secondly, you can't show off because what are you gonna show off? Your
Exactly.
singular Nike hoodie, your
Exactly.
singular Supreme hoodie. People don't care about that in the grand scheme of things. They might say, "Oh, cool, how'd you get it?" They won't care about it after that. So yeah, so I would say go to Primark,
Yeah.
get a couple of clothes, see what matches, see what not doesn't matches. And then obviously, like in Primark, there's different seasons, different clothes come out. So that's my opinion. That's what I would do with £100.
I just think I see too many people trying to live a fake lifestyle. Do you know what I'm saying? I know you.
Yes.
Like I don't know. I just feel like some people, they will, behind the scenes of their actual life, they don't, they don't, they don't have that money. They spend their whole paycheck on a jumper, and people think they do, and it's just I hate fake people. Just fake people in general. I hate. Do you know what I mean? Like, I hate
Yeah.
people that just think like they're living a fake lifestyle. The people that just like are trying to ride your dick because you got money. People trying to ride your dick because you got fame. I don't understand these people. Like, just do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Well,
fake people, fake lifestyle. Just get out. Like, I don't want to know you. Like,
Well, okay, so what's your thought on the quote? Fake until you make it.
yeah, but you can fake it till you make it and be successful. But are you really happy with that success of how you got there?
Well, that's the thing.
I wouldn't like that legacy of myself to be. Oh, he faked it all the way. Yeah, I got money, but everyone hates me because now everyone knows I faked it.
Well, that's obviously one downside of faking it. Maybe not, you're faking something, but people still like you just because, how you grew
Yeah.
up or something like that. They got some compassion over to you.
I feel like that term "fake it till you make it" is used jokingly. Like, people always go, "Oh,
Mhm.
fake it till you make it."
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like if for some people it's true. I can't really give an example. But yeah, I mean, people that just leech on to certain people, like say their mate gets really famous, yeah. Suddenly someone will pop up to them and be like, "Oh, what are you doing these days? Let's catch up." Do you know what I mean? That type of thing. And
Yeah.
they're trying to leech onto them to then become famous. Those people, I don't even bother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just fake.
Yeah,
people.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, you had another question,
Crazy.
right?
I did have another question, and it's quite a serious one.
Whoa,
Oh well, no, not serious, but you're a gym lad. Yeah,
of course.
you've got me
Smashed
into-
out a
you-
massive shoulder day today.
Trust me. Well,
Literally,
what's
and bowling balls.
Tell me, I want to know what's your PBs on like deadlift, squats. You know what I'm trying to say. Like, all of them things.
Yes. So not to shit myself on camera, right? I've been going gym for a while now, about 6 months, at least
Yeah.
twice a week, 6 months, right? But I'm still learning, I'm still growing, right? So I came to the realization about a month ago, 2 months ago, right, that I was doing something wrong, because in the 6 months, 4 months, 5 months that I've been going gym, I wasn't making as much progress as other people would. Right, so I switched up how I used to do stuff, and how I used to go to the gym would be, I know I can bench press 50 kilograms, right?
Yeah.
So I would do that 10 times and do that for 3 sets, and I'll be happy with that, right? Because I know
Yeah.
I could do it. And then next week when I do it again, I would do again 50 kilograms. I came to a realization. I found out that if you want to build muscle, if you want to get stronger, right? The emphasis is on pushing yourself. And this is what many people do not do. I was one of those people. I didn't want to go out and lift heavy weights. I wanted to get big, I wanted to get strong, but I did not want to lift heavy weights. Unfortunately, you guys, if you are going to go to the gym, you have to lift heavy weights. And when I mean heavy weights, you want to do maximum 6 reps. If you can do more than 6 reps in that exercise, that's not as heavy as you can go. You need to go 1 up and keep doing that. Because what that does, it kind of shocks your muscle to say that, listen, we need to adjust. This is what I'm going to do from that on. And right now, the muscle isn't able to do that. So once you do the exercise, the muscle fibers break down, right? You have small microtears in the muscle fiber.
Oh, you fumbled.
Whoa. Muscle fiber. Yeah, and then diet is extremely important. So you make sure you have to get a lot of protein, because what the protein does, it's so when you break something, what do? You fix it. How do you fix it?
You put it back together.
Yeah, so you put the muscle fibers back together, right? With protein. Protein, what that does, doesn't just put it back together, it makes it grow bigger and stronger.
Yeah.
Right? So that's just, a little education about gym.
Biology.
Exactly. So that's what I was doing wrong. I wasn't pushing myself. So I've been starting to push myself a bit more, at least in the past month. Obviously I took a couple of weeks off, busy, stuff like that at work, and etc. My PBs, they're not great. Mostly because I do one session of each muscle a week, so can't push myself that much.
Yeah. You're a busy man.
So bench. The max I've ever done was 70 kilograms on the bench press, which
Yeah.
is not a lot, right? It's not a lot. But I did do it for 3-4 reps. You were there actually.
I was there to
So
witness.
I could do probably 75. I'd say I could max out,
Yeah,
but
I'd say that. Yeah.
would say 70 because that's what I've actually done. Squat, I don't squat. The reason what I don't squat and deadlift. So
Yeah, yeah,
these are the
yeah.
other two PBs that you could say. I don't squat deadlifts because I feel like through the research that I've done, the ratio between you gaining the muscle and strength from the exercise compared to
Yeah.
the liability you can have
Wait, they have
if you get injured.
deadlift's this one, isn't it?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think that one.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the liability you can have of getting injured and how likely that is doing that exercise is not worth me doing it because
yeah.
you know, I don't care that much about deadlifts that I have to risk my health for it. Squat, that's another one I don't do. I should be doing that, right? But the reason why I don't do that is because I have
Gotta get the bunda.
that's for the girls. That is because I have a tear in my groin that I've had since November 2021.
Yeah, that
and
injury was nuts. I remember you said the piss out of you for
Yeah.
it, me and Ted all the time.
Yeah, it was very bad at the start. Now it's better where I can actually run and sprint. But squats, I'm still a bit iffy on it because I am going to be putting, if I was going to squat, I am going to be putting like 80, 90 kilograms on my back, squatting and coming back again.
Yeah.
So I don't trust my groin enough to do that yet. So I haven't been squatting. But yeah, gym, big progress. And Beachbody's on the way.
Yeah, trust me. I started at the gym. I mean, you got me into the gym like more fully. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because every time I go, which is like 4 times a week, right? I ask him, "Do you want to come?" He's either yes or no. So
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. Got put into the gym live. I know we've got a guest that wants to come on who has had an insane change in his life from a very, very large man to, you know, maybe mentally in a hard place, and then made it to like, you know, where he's really positive now. He's slimmed down even within a year, the amount of weight this man lost. But yeah, that'll be a good episode.
yes, definitely.
Like telling people how he done it mentally and stuff. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm enjoying going to the gym. I'm enjoying it. You know, for me, like I edit the podcast, I edit clips, I make music. I'm all just sat on my ass all day. So it gets me up and actually doing something. I realised, like, especially through COVID, like, doing no exercise.
Why do you
Literally
want to go
nothing.
gym?
Well, to just in real like reality, just to get fitter, because I know I'm just sitting there doing shit all. Like I'm doing no exercise.
Is that the only reason?
Well, yeah, mainly. I mean, I want.
No, not mainly. Is that the only reason? Why are you going
Well,
gym?
the other reason is like, I used to be an insanely skinny kid in like year 7 and 8. I want to say, I don't know what it is in kg. Maybe like I know a stone. I was like 7 stone.
Whoa.
Like 7.5, 8 stone.
When was this?
Year 8, year 9.
Yeah, you're meant to be about 7
5
stone.
years ago.
Yeah.
No, you're not. 7 stone.
How much is that? Well, I don't really know stones, but
I was like 6.5, 7.5 stone, right? So that's what. Alexa, what's 7 stone in kg?
7 stone is about 44 kilograms.
Yeah.
yeah, you would be one of the
44 kg,
first
yeah.
person to go through Auschwitz right there.
Yeah. But bear in mind, I was still tall. Like I must have been. I was like 5'8", 5'9". For that age, yeah, is quite tall. So I was so skinny, and I hate the way I looked. But I didn't care too much. I wasn't to the extent where I really cared. But then through COVID, I started eating more, and I got like bigger and bigger. I'm what now? I think I weighed myself the other day. I was like 12.5 stone, something like that.
Yeah, so
12
I'm about
stone.
13 stone.
Yeah, but then yours is more muscle, and you're taller.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So for me, I just want to just look a bit bulkier because I used to be so skinny and I don't ever want to look like
Bulk
that again.
and sense of muscle, right?
Bulking and sense of muscle, yeah. Because
Okay.
I could say I've been bulking for 3 years.
So you
Like,
want muscle, right?
yeah,
Is
realistically.
there any real reason why you want muscle?
Yeah, I just want to pull every gal on the planet twast.
Okay,
Like
so
General
I want
G
to ask you, right?
twast.
So, we might be going to Bournemouth, right? We might be going to Bournemouth in the near future,
Potentially.
right? And you're gonna be exposed to some stuff,
Exposed.
right? Well, because you're a quiet guy. Do you know what I mean? You're more a lone wolf.
Yeah, okay.
You're gonna be exposed to stuff. How confident are you in those capabilities? I'm sure the viewers who are watching this know what we're talking about.
I've you put me on the spot. I'd say I'm quite confident in
Why
my
would you say that?
capabilities. I'm like I can network quite well.
Well, we're not networking that way. I have a girlfriend, so I'm not going to be doing anything, right? But this guy does not. So
No, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm very good at talking to people just in a sense, like, I don't know. I'm just very good at talking to people.
okay,
I'm much better, like, I'd say, like, in person. Trust me, I used to be a shy kid back in the day, like, so shy. I wouldn't talk to anyone. No one knew or anything like that. But ever since, like, doing music and social media and meeting new people and networking, all of this, it's made me much more confident to talk to anyone really now. I don't really ever use social media much, only when I'm like promoting the podcast and stuff like that. What are you
It's like-
smirking for?
mate, you're 19. You definitely use social media.
No, I use social media, but I don't.
YouTube is social
Fucking-
media. Snapchat social media.
No, oh come on, like what I'm saying is like to talk to people.
Okay, it's
Do you know what-
dating apps. That's what you're talking about, right?
No, I don't mean them. I mean Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, all of this stuff. Like, yes, I watch YouTube, but I don't really talk to. The only reason I use Instagram is when I post my stuff. I'm trying to not use social media as much because it's just pointless at this point.
That's why you get Nintendo
what I'm
Switch
saying.
instead of going on your phone.
Exactly.
Getting TikTok.
Exactly.
Just relax yourself on a Switch.
Yeah,
Anyway.
so I tend not to use social media as much anymore. I only use it to post stuff like about the podcast or any content we've made or music and stuff. Anyone like I network with, I usually just have on WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
I use WhatsApp most of the time.
Fair
Right.
enough. Well, the question that I was trying to get at is, what would be your go-to pickup line?
I don't have any in the locker.
Okay, but how would you react to? Okay, how would you approach?
But I don't.
How would you approach someone?
I don't want to go into this.
You don't want to.
No,
I guess still hits.
not on the
not on the
not on the podcast
Well, no, because I'm thinking
publicly.
people out there might want some tips.
No, I'm not dropping my game.
You have game.
Nah, I'm not. I don't want to. You know, my game is too strong. I don't want other people to start using my game. This is my. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got too strong game that I don't want other people knowing. So they're just gonna steal it.
You know what? That's
So-
fair enough. I don't have anything to say to that because I have a girlfriend, and
My game is just too
Yeah.
strong. That's all I'm saying. So
well done. There it is.
Bournemouth, watch out. No, that's so cringy.
Watch out. Bournemouth. What, you're
Nah,
gonna
but-
hit every club, hit every goal. Like Chris Brown type of hit.
Who?
Chris Brown
Chris
type of hit.
Brown.
You know what that means, right?
Yes, Chris Brown hitting Rihanna.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
were great
when
together.
When did that happen?
2012, 2011. They were great together, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then he abused.
Would you class that as abuse?
What, hitting a woman? Yes.
How? Okay. Now, of course, you won there, right?
Okay.
So, probability of doubt. Right?
Probability.
How do you
Okay.
know with your true heart that she did not deserve to get hit?
What classes as deserved?
That's up to you.
I
You-
can fit, what class is? I can see where this is going.
It's not going anywhere.
Like-
Staying right here.
For you, yeah. What? I can't even bring myself to say it. For you, what is acceptable to be able to hit a woman? Because that is nuts.
Okay, I can't. Well,
Because
okay,
I've
say,
had a lot of people say, yeah, like you can have a jacked woman, yeah, that is like so much stronger than me and so much more powerful than me, yeah. She hits me in the face. You're telling me I can't retaliate?
mate, you could do whatever you want. You could kill her for all I know. So, do you know what
But
I mean?
no,
Okay.
do you know what I'm trying to say though? Like,
Yeah. Well, okay. So is that what we're talking about? Does that has to be jacked? What about any girl
it
hitting
doesn't
your
have,
face?
it doesn't have to be jacked. I believe that you shouldn't hit a woman at all. But
Okay. So if
but
I
I'm also saying, if I'm in a life-threatening situation and I'm held at knife point by a woman, do you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Sorry.
you're letting yourself get in a situation where you get held knife point by a woman.
No, you know what I'm saying? It could be anyone. Do you know
Okay.
what I'm
Okay.
saying?
So
Like,
then for me to you, right? So let's say you are in Bournemouth, you're doing your thing, right? God just slaps you in the face. They start to get loud. They start to get a bit aggressive. You're
yeah.
pissing her off. She's pissing you off. She slaps you in the face. What would you do in that situation?
What would I do in a situation? I'm a really calm, collected guy. I don't let things get to me.
Okay.
I can see you're smirking.
Well, we all got limits.
Yeah, the limit is for me if I go hold up a knife, boy.
Why the knife? What about gunpoint?
We're in the UK.
You know.
If I was in America, that'd be different. No, but I'm a quite calm, collected guy. I'll just be like, "What the fuck are you doing?
Okay, let's say.
Like, what are you doing?"
Okay, and then she
Realistically, like,
slaps you again. You say, "What the fuck you doing?"
no,
slaps
I'll
you
just,
again.
I'll just block it.
Oh, you like little.
Yeah, a little parry. Like,
Okay, what about if as soon as you parry, she goes with the other hand?
but then I'm blocking with the other hand.
So now you're here.
I mean, you can't catch my hand.
here.
I'm too like
to the nuts.
to the nuts.
To the nuts.
To the nuts is too far, man. You
Exactly.
don't touch the nuts.
So
The nuts are the holy grail.
okay,
They're
so
my
th-
crown jewels.
so then
You know what I'm
how would you
saying?
react if hit in the nuts?
Okay, at that point, I'm like, it's a brawl. It's on. All hands on deck. You
Okay,
know
so
what I'm
what should go to a little jab? Yeah, or we're going with like a haymaker.
saying? Little jab. No, I'm just pushing.
Just push up.
What you're saying? You're gonna fully punch a woman around the face.
If she hits me in the nuts, right, and obviously she's getting aggressive to me and stuff like that, right? Hits me in the nuts. First of all, I wouldn't do anything, right? I wouldn't do anything. What I would do, right, because I'm a sneaky
Go
fucker,
ahead.
right? I would pay a lot of money for another girl to hit her back when she doesn't see. You know, she doesn't
You know
see it
what?
coming.
You dodged the cancelled question. Absolutely smashed it.
See that, but that's
Don't
what
get me
a lot of elites do, innit? They don't do the actual killing. They don't do a lot of stuff.
You're essentially hiring a hitman
No,
or a
they-
hit woman.
what?
Well, now technically you are. You paid someone
Yeah.
to do
Yeah,
a violent thing towards someone else, so you don't get the repercussions.
exactly. So
So-
I think about my actions. I wouldn't hit that woman there. I would compose myself. You know, see what's in my pocket. If it's enough, I'll go up to the biggest guy in the club, right?
Yeah.
And then be like, listen, I'm gonna give you this amount of money, and you do a bit of damage. You know, you have fun.
Sounds
And yeah.
crazy.
She will never know what happened.
Okay. You're talking about getting kicked in the balls, yeah. We know how much that hurts, and
Yeah.
everyone, all the lads watching, you know how much that hurts. Is it worse than childbirth? I'm gonna put it out there. I want to hear your take on this. What you saying?
Are we talking pain wise?
Yes.
Because in the grand scheme of things, right, childbirth lasts multiple hours. So
That's facts.
if we're just going face value, you know, bird's eye view, right?
Okay. The word, you know, when you get kicked in the balls, yeah, and it's slowly like it still hurts, but it's like it hurts less and less and less. You know, you said like the circle of motion. No, but like the worst, like like as soon as you get kicked in the balls, yeah, you know that instant where it hurts the most, yeah. The highest pain level of getting kicked in the balls versus the highest pain level of childbirth. At one moment.
Obviously, I keep myself as a very unbiased man, and I've never experienced childbirth because I have a willy. Therefore, right, I can't comment. But if I would have to guess, right, I would guess that the maximum pain level
Yeah.
would be the balls. The thing is, because it's just not natural. It's natural to give birth, so you know it's like this
Okay,
is
so
kind of
you're
what it's
going
meant to
with
be,
that.
right?
Yeah.
It's not natural to get hit in those
Yeah.
areas, right? So you never know if something's actually wrong with you.
Yeah.
You know, if you've broken something or something just it's fully damaged because of the kick. Whereas with childbirth, right? Yeah, sometimes stuff can go wrong, right?
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, you're like, this is painful, but this is how it should be.
yeah.
So that's my take.
It's a hot take because we would get cancelled for saying that. Look, getting kicked in the balls hurts more than
No, it doesn't.
childbirth. But we don't know that because we've never experienced childbirth.
Yeah.
So all the women watching are gonna go, you can't say that, yeah. However, the women are gonna go, nah, you can't say that. Childbirth is way more. You see, what I'm trying to go with this. Like,
Yeah,
you
well,
get
that's the
cancelled.
thing.
We would get cancelled, but you know what I'm saying.
No, we're not getting cancelled. How are you gonna let some woman on the internet cancel us?
Now you know what I'm trying to say.
No, I
Though,
mean-
like,
I've had if you guys do not know, our friend Izzy
my good friend
Oakley.
Izzy Oakley that was on the pod a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, about a month ago now.
Amazing woman.
Yes, I do like her.
She's
She's a great guy.
funny, She's
Great
the
guy? Great
personality's
girl.
There.
Um,
It's a violation.
She's a great girl. Like, both
Yeah,
words
yeah.
start with a G, so you know. Anyway, she's a great girl. Talked to her for 2 hours, right? She was great, and she posted a clip on a TikTok, right, about body count.
Yes.
Am I right? Yeah,
Yes,
about
yes,
body
yes.
count, right? And my view on it was that I would prefer a girl with a lower body count for multitudes of reasons. I'm not sure if in that clip my reasons were in the clip. If not, that's why I can see why so many comments on TikTok were really against me, and why
Yeah.
people in this age would still care about body count. Why they wouldn't, why would it even come up?
Yeah.
Why should men even know about the partner's body count, right? And to that, my point is, every man, not every man, because we can't say that,
Yeah.
but 8 men out of 10, so 80 out of 100, right, do care about body count to some level, right? It could
Yeah.
be like, I know you don't care as much as I do, right?
I do care.
Not as much as I do.
Yeah, not as much.
So to some level on the spectrum, you're still there, right? And the reason why we care about body count, why men care about body count, right, is because it tells a lot about the girl. It tells a lot about the girl, and she could
Yeah.
have changed a lot, right? Right? She could have changed a lot from the past, right? But the past remains the past. That means it happened, right? There's
Yeah.
reasons why it happened, right? So if I am with a partner, I would like to know as much as of her as
Yeah,
possible.
yeah,
What
yeah.
happened in the past? Why she did stuff like did she do stuff that she did? It tells a lot about your partner. That's the
That's
first.
facts.
And if you're in a relationship, you would want to know, right?
Yeah.
You want to share everything,
For
right?
real.
And then a point that Izzy made was that as long as he doesn't cheat on me whilst I'm with him,
Yeah.
then it's fine. I don't agree with that. Because first, if I am gonna be with a partner, but because this is like around this age, and not our age, but 2023, people come and go as partners. There's less of a you can have 10 girlfriends within a week. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like that is wrong. Maybe it's because I'm more of a religious man, right? I'm not extremely religious, but I'm more of a religious man. And I think, you sharing a bond with someone of a different sex is very important and very special, right? So I would do my due diligence. I would, make sure I ask her the right questions.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
not like an interview, right? But when I do get to know her, really see what type of person she is, and if it does fit my boxes, if it does fit the description I want,
Fit your boxes.
tick my boxes.
Yeah.
If it does fit the description that I personally want, because it's a preference at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
of
right?
course.
Then it can go somewhere. But I feel like nowadays people do not care about that, and that's why they don't do the due diligence. They don't care about that. They may care about the partner, but they don't care about the past, which does tell a lot about the partner. And what that leads to is a lot of failed marriages, failed relationships, right?
I'm pretty sure it's like a stupidly high percentage of people get divorced.
Exactly.
Like way more than people that actually stay together.
And now let me ask you: It's a simple question. Do you want to get divorced when you get?
No.
Right. Exactly. So why?
Don't think anyone does.
And then the percentages, like you can look this up, is facts, right? People who have higher body counts, and when they get into a long-term relationship and they do get, they become
Yeah.
married, right? There's a much higher chance that they will get divorced and separated than people with lower body counts, right?
Yeah.
And that's just a fact. You can search it up online. There's, even in religions such as Christianity and Islam, right?
Yeah.
There's reasons why people care so much about their virginity, because it's a symbol, right? In the society that, listen, like I'm waiting for the right person, and I will
Yeah,
make
for
sure I
real.
will get the right person, because I do not want to get divorced. Because I come from Italy, right? Here it might be different because people are less religious, right? I come from Italy, right? And I lived 9 years in Italy. From 0 to 9 years old, I was in Italy, right? I think I met one family that was separated. The first 6 months I came in England, right, half of my friends in my class had separated families.
That's crazy.
That's a massive change of culture. And like you said, you don't want to get separated. When you get married, you don't
Yeah.
want to get separated, right? So why don't you do your due diligence, right? You ask questions.
You ask questions, but you can never tell the future.
You can
You
never tell
never
the
know a
future.
situation can happen. You don't know. That person could be lying to you for years.
But that's the thing, right? I've recently had conversations about this, right? I call this risk management, right?
risk
It's a very business term, right?
Man's assessing this like it's his business.
But why would I not assess it if it
Yeah,
means that
okay.
much to me,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, true.
Why would I not assess
Facts.
my future wife, future girlfriend? Why would I not assess her since it means so much to me. And nowadays, people get heartbreak so often. People just get, oh, he just cheated on me.
Yeah.
Well, then, if he just cheated on you, did you really know the person? Did you really make sure he wasn't going to cheat on you? Because
Exactly.
I bet you all you girls, right, who are getting cheated on, do not want to get cheated, right? But are you making sure? Are you really taking the risks? No,
yeah, you
assessing
really
the risks.
assessing. Yeah.
Or assessing
where
the
it
risks,
goes.
right? Is he going to clubs, right? Is your man going to clubs? This could go to girls as well.
Yeah.
Is your man going to clubs, right? How many girls is he friends with, right? How many girls does he hang out with, right?
Yeah.
How, I'm not saying check his phone like every time,
Nah,
right?
I know what you mean though. Yeah.
But, you know, if it is a relationship and you guys love each other, right? There should be a sense of trust where people would be very, in the relationship, you'd both be very open to share a lot of stuff, right? So are you really, as the partner, are you really making sure, are you assessing the risks, right? This is why I call it risk management. Are you assessing the risks, right, of this person cheating you? Because yeah, he might seem like a great guy, she might seem like a great girl, right? But if you put her in a situation where she's liable to get cheated, so let's say like a club, right? If you let your girl go to a club, right? First of all, girls are just extremely more emotional than men, right?
Yeah.
And it's just a fact. You know, you can argue this way or another. Girls are way more emotional than men. There is the odd man out, right?
Yeah.
But on average, girls are extremely more emotional than men, right? So yeah, they might go into the club thinking, oh no, you know, I have a boyfriend. I'm just dancing with my girls, just trying to have fun, right? Three drinks down, yeah, you start talking to
Yeah.
a man, then you leave him. 4 drinks down, you see another man, you start talking to him, deeper conversation, then you leave him. 5 drinks down, yeah, you don't think straight, right? And this goes to boys as well, but in this example, I'm going with girls, right? You 5 drinks down, you don't think straight, right? You have a man, you have a nice conversation. He might seem great because you know you're both quite confident. You both have had quite a lot of drinks, right? So there isn't that awkward tense interaction, right? And you might think you like him. You know, he's having an interesting conversation, talking about interesting stuff, right? And there you go. You just put your girlfriend in a situation where she might not cheat, but there's a high possibility because she's drunk. She doesn't really have much, you know, she's not thinking too much about the situation happening. She's just going with the flow. She met a man who could be, you know, more, what's the word, hotter, more handsome than you.
Yeah, someone that matches their needs more.
Yeah, exactly. So because, you know, chances are you know you're not the best, you're not the best looking man, you're not the tallest, you're not the strongest, you're not the wealthiest, right? So that's why I say if you have a girlfriend or if you have a boyfriend, do not put your partner in situations where they are liable, they're more likely to cheat on you, even though you think they're a great person and they will never cheat on you. Still, there is no reason why you should put them in those situations, and that's what I call risk management.
Yeah. That was a lot.
That was a lot, right?
But I took it in, and I agree with you on some points. Well, I agree with you mostly, really. I'll be real. You know, there's going to be different situations, different scenarios you're going to be in. You can never tell the future. That's what I'm going to say. You know, you can risk assess, as you were saying, but the person could still be lying through their teeth, and you won't know about it until years to come, and then you get divorced and all of this. Nothing is for certain. That's the thing to take away from this podcast. Nothing is for certain. So live your life.
Exactly. Live your life, yeah,
That's
but
what
be
I'm
very smart because what you did in the past,
Money moves.
it's the
as
past.
well.
People remember the past.
Exactly.
You might change, but people remember the past.
Exactly. Damn, that was a good podcast. That was actually going to be better than we thought it was going to be. We didn't actually have any topics written down for this one. We just sort of winged it,
exactly,
and it went quite well. That's what we do well. We waffle for a living. So you know what I'm saying.
For a living, I do other stuff for a living.
Well, yeah, facts. But next week we've got a banging podcast. We've got an amazing guest coming on. Personally, my favourite, someone involved in the music industry. I'm not going to disclose who the guest is. You're going to have to wait and find out on next Wednesday. But yeah, I'm so excited, man. We're actually travelling for this one as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gassed. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, man. So yeah, that about wraps this episode up.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
Definitely.
Our waffling, and we'll see you in the very good next episode.
Of course.
Peace.